Magisk, you're here making your second debut with Astralis, I guess you could say, at Fisher Playground, and you just got your first win. So how does it feel, to get a W on the board?
Obviously, it's super important that we win today. I think obviously VP has also been going through a lot of changes and stuff like that. So I think this was a very important win for us to be 1-1 and not 0-2. Obviously, because as a new team we don't have the best practice and stuff like that. So all the games we in the beginning here of the tournament, it's important that we close them out and make sure we get the W. So it's a good feeling to get the win today.
And you're back in an Astralis jersey right after a couple of years. So how does it feel to wear this jersey again?
It's both a weird feeling, but it's also a good feeling in the sense that it's been a long time since I've worn this jersey, and I have a lot of good memories from playing in Astralis. So it's a bit weird, but it's also a good feeling. So obviously it's nice to play with the Danish guys again.
And even though it's the same org, a lot of different people are in the org and in the roster as well. So does it still feel like home in a way to you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously for me, I don't really focus too much on anything else than just Counter-Strike. So for me, wearing the jersey is the same as it was, I don't know how many years, 5 or 6 or 7 years ago. I don't even remember. But so yeah, it definitely feels like a home still.
And one of the pieces that is still here is Device, right? Who you had a lot of success back in the days. So how is it reuniting with him and playing with him again?
As I remember, I think it's almost 5 years ago we played together or something like that. So it's been a long time. People change, people grow up, and a lot of stuff can happen in 5 years. So it's a pretty good feeling to reunite with him and get to play with him again. I always had good memories with him, and he's always been a good teammate to me. We were also very close back then in the old Astralis. So yeah, it's a good feeling. I'm just enjoying playing some Counter-Strike again. Being out for I don't know, 3 months or something like that, it's obviously taking a toll on you. So I just wanted to get back and play Counter-Strike, obviously, because that's what I love to do.
And a new piece that you haven't played with before is HooXi, right? Who led a bit of a resurgence in Astralis since he came in. So how have you found playing under him?
I think he's a very determined leader. I think he has a lot of ideas, and I think in general he is very motivated to get the best out of everything. Obviously we are all going to be here together at the end of the season, for me at least. So I think right now everyone is trying to get the best outcome as possible. That means getting the best results possible, and also making sure that we improve as individuals, but also as a team throughout this process. So yeah, I have a good view on him for now.
And yeah, previously you said that it's nice to play with Danes again, right? To speak your language, right? So is that a big part of why you chose Astralis?
No, I think the outcome is obviously that they had a player that went on medical leave, I guess. So for me, it was a perfect opportunity to stay sharp. For now, the only thing I know is that I'm going to be here until the end of the year. And from there, I have, every other, then I will see what happens with me as well. So I think for now, it's just a good opportunity to stay in shape. I want to develop as a player. I want to make sure that I stay sharp and, also maybe get some insight into how people are playing CS and how people are thinking. And I think this is the perfect opportunity for me as a player to, try something different, maybe also get a little bit out of the comfort zone, trying some new things, new ways of playing, but maybe also new ways of everything. So I think it's just, for me, it's just a good way to actually try and renew myself into a better version of myself, and I think that's what I'm going to try and focus on. I mean, it's a lot of new positions, it's a lot of new T-side positions. It's kind of uncomfortable in that sense, but I also know I'm a player that's capable of adapting, but obviously I'm not going to do it overnight, so I might need a little bit of time to actually get adjusted into all my new positions, and that's something I'm working hard on every single day, and it's definitely the goal to get comfortable as fast as possible.
And then just speaking about this tournament, right, it's your first back in the team, so are you aiming for a specific result, or is it just about, finding your comfort, as you said?
I mean, I think we all have this feeling that we know that if we played the best version of CS we can right now as a team, that we can make it to the playoffs. And to be honest, when you make it to the playoffs, anything can really happen. And I'm not saying we're going to go out and win the event right here and right now, but I do believe that if the teams make it to the playoffs, that a lot of things can happen, and I think that's what is the main goal for now. But for me individually, it is to make sure I get as much data and experience in my new positions, and try and learn those positions as good as I can, and get as strong as I can in the shortest time I can.